What's happening, guys? So in this video, we're gonna be reacting and gonna be talking about paid YouTubers when the struggle is real, right? Now, I just want to start by saying this video is not a hate video. It's not a video to bash. It's not, me being an op. It's me keeping it real. And me keeping it real can sound like, especially with my tonality, it can sound like I'm hating or I'm going in to the point where I'm bullying at this point, kind of thing, right? So I just want to get that out of the way. So this video is going to be about Lee Gunner, right? And what he said in a no context clip that's been chopped up and put on Twitter, right, by No Context Football on Twitter, right? And it's about how hard it is to be streaming and how basically you don't really have much of a life outside of streaming because you're doing nothing but streaming. And I just want to talk about that because I've spoke about before when I was doing certain reaction videos. I spoke about paid YouTubers and I spoke about how they go about things and everything like that, right? So we're gonna get into it, right? Because I think things like this, stuff like this, needs talking about. You know what I mean? I think it needs talking about. So let's talk about this. Sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. So let me share my screen. So here you see Lee Gunner, No Context Fan TV on Twitter. Lee Gunner opens up on the struggles of what it's like being a YouTuber. Now, this is only less than a minute long, so I don't have the entirety of the stream that he said this on, right? But what he said here is what he said. So that's what we're going to be reacting to, right? So let's get into it.
About this on the stream last night on this channel. It's not easy, bro. Anyone who wants to do YouTube, yeah, trust me, you got no social life, you got no misses anymore. Yeah, you ain't got a family anymore. Yeah, you can't go to family gatherings, you can't go birthdays, you can't do anything. Yeah, you want to do it properly? Do it properly then. Yeah, you ain't got a social life anymore. It's long, bro. And it's why this weekend, like Friday, I had a day off. That was the first day off I've had for 11 fucking months.
Emotional damage.
First day off. First day off, not uploaded. Day off, so still work with rants on this channel. But on my own channels, first day off for 11 months. And I fucking fell over outside the world. I wasn't even drunk. I wasn't even tipped. Yeah, there was a fucking curb before the curb. So you dropped down there. Talking about this on the stream last night.
So you heard him there, right? You heard him there. I'm hoping you guys heard it anyway. But anyways, you guys heard him talk about the struggles of being a full-time content creator. Because you have no life, you don't have much of a social life. You know, his wife or girlfriend, he's not getting much of his attention, social life and all that stuff. All right. Now here's my thing. This is what you signed up for, my G. Yeah. This is what you signed up for, and this is not just about him. When I'm saying this as well. Because he's not the only content creator out there that's doing overtime and monetized from and it's his full-time job. He's not the only one out there. You know what I mean? But this video is about him talking about it. Because as I said, this is what he signed up for, right? But at the end of the day, if he just randomly decided, I'm not going to make any content for the next 7 days, right? He doesn't have to worry about his boss sacking him, right? Like majority of us do if we just didn't turn up to work without any reason, just randomly didn't turn up to work for the next 7 days. I mean, our livelihood is at risk, right? When it comes to earning potential, right? He, however, and many people like him are in positions where you're getting paid because of your personality, basically. And all you have to do is turn up on camera, right? As often as you like, really. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, all this is personal choice, right? This is personal choice. Nobody said to him he had to work 11 months consecutively and only have 1 day off. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He could have chose, I'm going to do 5 days in, I'm going to do 5 days in a week across the weekend to cover football and whatever, and then stop at a certain point of the week and have a couple of days off or so. He could have done that if he wanted to. Nobody said to him, look, you know what I mean? Now, to be full-time on YouTube, right, you're going to have to put in them hours. You're going to have to put in hours, but also at the same time, you need to think about you and people around you, right? Because this YouTube full-time, really and truly, it suits people who are just on their own. It's depending on how much you're actually earning from YouTube. If you're one of those YouTubers where you don't really need to stream that often, but you obviously need to make content often, and you know, it's taking care of itself, views-wise, people super chatting or whatever, and you don't really have to be there all the time kind of thing, right? Then yeah, it don't matter if you've got a family or not. But when it's pure streaming and you have to sit down in front of a camera, right? And you have to sit down and talk about whatever, and your main revenues from the super chats and everything like that, that kind of career suits people who don't have kids, don't have a partner. It suits them people better. Because if you've got a partner and kids, and you're doing that kind of content, it's going to be a conflict. I mean, it's going to be a conflict. It's going to be hard. And stuff like this can get in the way of relationships because you're not spending enough time with your loved one or loved ones. You're not spending enough time with them. You know what I mean? Now, why am I talking about this though? Why did I decide to do a full-blown video about it? Well, because Lee Gunner was the same guy that was online, and it wasn't even so long ago either, right? Was online rubbing it into people's faces of how much money he's earning and the views he got from a video or from his streams, all off the back of either a disagreement or somebody saying something he doesn't like in his chat, right? This is why I do not feel sorry for no paid YouTuber who's finding it hard to do their job. I don't, because say something they don't like, the first thing they will attack you for is, I get this amount of money for doing this and I can do what I want while you have to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah? That's the reality. We see those, if you follow Lee Gunner's Instagram, right? Tell me if I'm telling the truth or not. Do you not see on his Instagram stories nearly every day him on the beach? Do we not see him chilling on the beach? At least him taking pictures that he's on the beach chilling. Isn't that not what we see? Right? Sometimes you might say he might have a caption saying flip-flop because he's been called a flip-flop a lot of times. Right? So these same paid YouTubers that are quick to rub it into your face that they're living the good life and they're earning this amount of money for just being able to sit down and watch football, which he has bragged about, that he's getting paid to watch football, right? Will now turn around and say, it's hard. My thing is this: suck it up. This is what you signed for. We don't want to hear how hard it is to do what you claimed was, well, when I say claimed, you made out was the easy life, basically. I'm telling you, these paid content creators that lead with, I've got this, I earn this, are not happy people. Telling you that now. I've called this before. These men are not happy. Because would these men would want to be able to spend more time with their wife and kids even though they're making the content that they're making, wouldn't they want to be able to earn double whatever they're earning now, meaning that they don't need to even work that much, they don't even need to be in front of a camera that much, and they can spend time with their loved ones? Would they not love that? Yes. He's in a position where he feels he has to be on it 24/7, 365 in the way that he is, to the point where it's going to be hard for him to even cut down. This is what you signed up for. Like, nobody told you to do this. I mean, if you want to be a full-time YouTuber, this is what you're gonna have to go through. You have to go through. If you're, like I said, if you're somebody that's on your own, you don't have no kids, you don't have a partner, right? You know, outside the world. You know what I mean? But when you've got kids and a partner, fam, it ain't gonna be easy. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be easy. You know what I mean? But these are the same man telling you, right? I've got a family. I'm not saying he's done that now. I'm speaking in general now. I've got a family. I've got a wife. I've got a girlfriend. I'm happy. Nah. If I sit online and say I've got a big dick, right? Aren't man gonna look at me and say, hang on a minute, why do you need to say that? If it was true, you wouldn't need to say that you've got a big dick. It's the same thing with these content creators that brag about, I get this amount of views, I'm getting this amount of money. What are you doing? Kind of thing. 2 twos now. It's hard streaming online 24/7, mate, because it's hard. That's what you signed up for. Let's play it back again. Let's bring it back.
It's not easy, bro. Anyone who wants to do YouTube, yeah, trust me, you got no social life, you got no misses anymore. Yeah, you ain't got a family anymore. Yeah, you can't go to family gatherings, you can't go birthdays, you can't do anything. Yeah, you want to do it properly? Do it properly then. Yeah, you ain't got a social life anymore. It's the end, bro. And it's why this weekend, like Friday, I had a day off. That was the first day off I've had for 11 fucking months.
Stop it.
11 months.
Get some help.
First day I've not uploaded.
Emotional damage.
On his channel. But on my own channels, first day off for 11 months. And I fucking fell over. I weren't even drunk. I weren't even tipsy. Yeah, there was a...
And that's another thing as well, right? That's another thing I wanted to cover as well. He spoke about how he fell over, and he said, I wasn't even drunk. Now, a lot of people might have missed that, but hearing it the way he said it, we know on pretty much 99% of his streams, he's always got alcohol next to him, right? Always. I'm going to get onto streamers and bad habits in a minute, right? He's always got alcohol, right? We've all seen him on stream when he's had a little bit too much. I've seen it. End of 2023 season, you could tell that, you know, he had a few, right? And for him to say, I wasn't even drunk, to me, that tells me that you are tipsy or drunk quite regularly, but that time you wasn't, and you fell, and you were surprised that you fell because you weren't intoxicated. That's what that told me. That told me that he was surprised that he fell and he wasn't drunk. Now, we know when people say, oh, I fell and no, I wasn't drunk, blah, blah, blah. But the context of this, even with this little clip, I can tell that it was a case of, this time I wasn't drunk. 99 times, other times, I've drunk enough to be falling and I didn't. This time I didn't, and I fell. And I wasn't even drunk. You know what I mean? That didn't need to be added in there. That's just my assessment. That part didn't need to be added in. You know what I mean? Now, Streamers and the bad habits. Well, when you stream hours and hours and hours, you need something to keep it going. And usually what streamers cling to is energy drinks. Now, I can't really say I've seen Lee Gunner with energy drinks on his thing. He probably has, but it's usually beer or something like that he has, right? Which, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. You know what I mean? But the point of the matter is streamers have bad habits, and their health is not much greater than the next person's. You know what I mean? They're sitting down for hours and they're filling the body up with certain type of calories from certain drinks or whatever, and feeding themselves stimulants to keep them going. You know what I mean? That stuff's also dangerous as well, you know. And then you take into consideration, how often are these men taking time out and exercising or whatever? You know what I mean? But as I said, we know this guy goes to the beach quite regularly. He lives near a beach anyway. We know that he does that, and he shows it off on Instagram. If you look at a lot of people's Instagrams, right, it looks like they're living the good life, and really they're not. They're fighting demons, some way, shape, or form. When the camera's not on, and him saying that he's been streaming and he had a day off for about 11 months. Whether it's an exaggeration or not, the point of the matter is he's working so much that the things that he listed there, what streaming, the outcomes of streaming, what it can do to you in terms of what you choose to do, really. That's the reality. You know what I mean? But as I said, I do not feel sorry for none of these people like this. You know what I mean? Because these are the same ones rubbing it in your face that you're not living their life. You're not getting paid to sit on your ass and watch football or whatever it is that the streamer does. They'll be quick to tell you you're broke. You're not earning this money. I earned this in last month. You know what I mean? I saw a tweet. Someone tweeted screenshots of Lee's earnings or something, showing that he earned $2,360 in 3 months. I mean, obviously the dollar's a different conversion, but some people are earning that in a month. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking a piss or anything like that, but you know what I mean? I don't like to pocket watch, but you know, if you're gonna be online rubbing it into people that you're living a certain way because you're getting paid from YouTube and blah blah blah, take that and eat that. Don't then come online saying it's hard, this, that, and the other. Suck it up. This is what you signed up for. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's looking for sympathy, but at the same time, he chose to tell his streamers about how the amount he's working, right? He chose to tell his streamers that. And I look at it, and many other people look at it, and like, well, you were the same one rubbing it in to other people that you're earning this amount of money. Now you're online saying that how hard it is, and you don't have no social life, and you don't have no misses, and you miss birthdays, events, or whatever. That's a personal choice, though. You don't have you're. It's not like you're a paramedic. You know, it's not like you're working in the police force or you're a fire person, a firefighter. You know what I mean? Them man can tell you about working over Christmas. They'd rather be at home on Christmas Day opening presents. A lot of them aren't. You know what I mean? A lot of them aren't. They'd rather not be working on their birthday. You chose to work on your birthday. If I'm not correct, his birthday's in June, and he did like a 6-hour stream. No, sorry, he did about 10 hours of streaming, like in one swoop. I think like 9 hours and something stream on his birthday. Something where you would spend time with your family. Not saying he never did, but 10 hours of that day was spent online with strangers, right? On his birthday. His birthday of all days, he could have been like, no stream today. I'm spending it all with my wife, girlfriend, kids. You know what I mean? And I'm going to take some time out, and then I'm going to come back and then give you guys some more content. You know what I mean? That's personal choice. Why feel sorry for somebody that chooses to do that? That's the thing. You know what I mean?
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
Anyways.
Curtain before the curtain. So you drop down talking about this on the stream last night on this channel. It's not easy, bro. Anyone who wants to do YouTube, yeah, trust me, you got no social life, you got no misses anymore. Yeah, you ain't got a family anymore. Yeah, you can't go family gatherings, you can't go there, you can't do anything. Yeah, you want to do it properly then.
But you can do what you want to do. You know what I mean? I thought that was the when people rub it in about, you know, I get this amount of views, and that's how I'm able to move to this country, and that's how I'm able to this, that, and the other. What I earned in 2 weeks is what you earned in 2 months type of talk. When it comes to all that, now man's talking about that you can't see your family. No, you can. You always can. You know what I mean? It's just you chose not to. All these things he's listing, he chose not to do them. You know what I mean? He chose not to do them. And this is the thing, like I said, though, if you want to be full time on YouTube, you have to take what comes with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have to take what comes with it. Otherwise, be part time and get a job. You know, get a job outside of YouTube and have YouTube as a side piece. You know what I mean? Because my goal isn't necessarily to be full time on YouTube. The main aim was to get monetized on YouTube and have it as a side piece. That's the main aim. You know what I mean? But when you, like I said, if you're a guy that's on your own, right, no wife, no kids, right, then what Lee Gunner's doing would suit you better. You'll be better off. If you've got kids and or wife, right, and you want to be full time on YouTube, depending on how you go about YouTube and how you're earning, like, do you need to be streaming all the time, or are you one of those where, you know, kind of like Abram Preach type of thing? They upload a video, you know what I mean, and he does numbers and the fine type of thing. You know what I mean? But he's just a pure streamer. He doesn't even do edited content. And if he does, somebody does it for him and whatever. But, you know, he's pure streamer. So that makes it even worse, really. You know what I mean? Because it's not like you can just make a video, edit it, then set it to upload whenever you want to upload, and you can chill out for the rest of the day. No, you have to be there. You have to be here. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to finish this off by saying you knew what you signed up for. This is what you signed up for. And if you didn't know, now you know. So if I was to give Lee Gunner advice, first of all, I'd say, look, don't rub it into to haters or whoever that you're doing X, Y, and Z, you're earning X, Y, and Z, because this type of wording that's coming out of your mouth in this video, right? Just remember, you're talking about how hard it is. You know what I mean? In terms of you're not seeing family and everything like that. So just remember that, because these men that you're rubbing it into, that they're not earning the money that you're earning for doing what you're doing, these men are seeing their family and paying more attention to their family more times than what you are, by the sounds of things. You know what I mean? Like, people can just turn around and say, well, at least I see my wife, mate. At least I attend to my kids, mate. And they'd have a legitimate argument, wouldn't they? You know what I mean? And all people like Lee Gunner would have to come back to that is, I earn this amount of money and I get these amount of views. You know what I mean? People that live for views and all that stuff, tell you, they're not happy people. They're not happy people. You know what I mean? And the stuff that they're abusing whether it's alcohol, energy drinks, whatever keeps him going to stay on these streams. You know what I mean? It'll take its toll. But hopefully he looks at videos like this and he reflects on his actions. I don't think he will though. I think he'll still be how he is. You know what I mean? And like I said, this is not a bashing video. You know what I mean? I'm talking about what he said. And I'm giving my takes on it. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The links are in the description below. Follow my reaction channel. That's also down in the description below. And yeah, that's another thing as well. Lee Gunner doesn't have one YouTube channel, he has two. He has his reactions one, which is trying to make his main channel. So he's doing double the work, which is again his personal choice. So I don't think anybody should be out here saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, it's hard." No, this is what you sign up for. You know what I mean? Firefighters are not crying about, you know, how often it is they have to work and I haven't seen my wife in whatever. They need the assignment. They knew the assignment, fam. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.